lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so live.
I'm Ayana from Aya Cultural Arts Studio, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Good morning, Frederick. Today is Friday, October 24th, and I'm your host, Dani Gurrie. Want to welcome all our new subscribers. We were at Ladies' Night, WFRE's Ladies' Night at Rockwell Brewery last night. Oh my God, about 300 women, it seemed. We're packing the place, and we had a great time, gave away a lot of our stuff. Have 4 ladies who rode the mechanical bull and got the top times who are coming down to 401 North Market Street to get their Frederick is Buckin' Awesome t-shirts. You can buy yours as well anytime if you are at the shop. All right, here's what's happening on the show today. Speaking of 401 North Market Street, if you do stop in and you purchase any Good Morning Frederick merch, the Asian American Center of Frederick is the beneficiary this month. We have about 7 days left for you to get down there. If you want to support the Asian American Center of Frederick, purchase your Good Morning Frederick merch, and they benefit as well. So we'll go over what's happening in Frederick this weekend. And we got Ben Trawick from Second Chances Garage talking about their road rally coming up November 1st. And Ashley VanCleef from the Parent Resource Center. And they have a really fun trick-or-treat coming up tomorrow. We're going to talk about all that today on Good Morning Frederick. Fusion Car Wash now has 2 locations to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive, which is a full-service location. It's where you can get your mini interior detail from the Fusion Car Wash staff if you select that as your wash type. Then Thomas Johnson Drive is more self-serve. You still drive through that high-tech tunnel, but they have self-serve vacuums. And you can download the Fusion Car Wash app. You can sign up for a monthly membership, meaning you can keep your car clean daily if you want, especially with the colder weather coming, salt on the roads, all that horrible stuff. You can do that. Keep it clean. FusionCarWash.com. All right, we got some events coming up this weekend. I'm telling you, it is a very, very busy month, even through the end of October.
Sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors, serving the area for more than 34 years. Wood floors, luxury vinyl plank. Anything that you put on your floor, they can handle it. Check out their Google reviews and give them a call today. 301-948-9663. That's 301-948. Wood. Be sure to ask for Jeff Koger or go to atlaswoodfloors.net.
All right. What's happening in Frederick? Well, you can keep up with what is happening in Frederick all the time if you click on the link that is in the description of this stream that you're watching right now. All right. Our countywide adult Halloween egg hunt is still going. All right. So we hid 300 eggs. Let's see. I think we've had probably 80 turned in so far. The $500 winner is still out there. The basket winner is still out there. That's right. We have a basket from the Beth Oler Group of J&B Real Estate, including a Monocacy Crossing gift card. That's the basket there you can see on screen. We have car washes from Auto Spa Express, Red Horse Restaurant gift cards, Intense Barbecue gift certificates, 10th Ward tastings, and Good Morning Frederick merch. Let me just tell you, we've had t-shirts walking out the door daily. Now, you can pick up Wednesday to Sunday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. I am assuming we're going to get a huge influx this weekend. So hopefully we get those winners. You have until November 2nd at 4 p.m. to turn in your eggs. And in the spring when we did this contest, the $500 winner was the final day about an hour before deadline. I'm not even kidding you. And so you just never know. Keep searching because I have not received confirmation from all the eggs. This happened last time too. Sometimes people get confused about what they should do, but there could still be some eggs out there. I am trying to update the remaining photographs that are on Good Morning Frederick's Facebook page. If you go to Good Morning Frederick's Facebook page, you click on photos, you're going to see the remaining photos of the ones that I have not received confirmation that they're still out there. And I'll have to keep going through them because a lot of people do check in throughout the day and say they're gone. And so I'm hoping somebody found them. All right, the 24th, that's today. Trick or Treat at Tree Trekkers goes from 2 to 7 p.m. You can get your tickets at treetrekkersmd.com. What is Trick or Treat, you ask? Well, it's trick-or-treating in the trees, through the zip lines and the climbing ropes. It's really cool. On each platform, there is some candy. And it's very cool. And Shannon Flannery, the goddess of real estate, the partner of mine in the home of everything Frederick, and Good Morning Frederick are proud to sponsor one of the platform areas. I hope you get out there and check out all the cool decorations that a lot of the businesses have done. 5 to 8 tonight. Actually, the home of everything Frederick is going to be open late. It's going to be open till 8 p.m. tonight. We have pop-up vendors outside. So if you do, I should have changed the hours on the egg redemption. If the shop is open, you can come on in and bring in your eggs. So if you're out tonight, you've got an egg, you can come in from 5 to 8 p.m. Well, really, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. today. All right, tomorrow, big day, 8 a.m., Shred Day at Key Stadium. You can bring up to 5 boxes. And please, if you can, give a donation to the Women's Giving Circle as you do. 9 to 12, well, it's really 10 to 12, but you can come on out at 9 o'clock. We've got trick-or-treating in downtown Frederick. Come on up to 401 North Market Street and let the kiddos get some treats. We've got WFRE will be broadcasting live with Emma J. We've got Fortress Foundations who's going to be out there with us. And we have a couple of vendors who are set up as well. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. you can trick or treat at Everedy Square with the Parent Resource Center. It's right in the courtyard. Ashley VanCleef of the Parent Resource Center will talk a little bit about it. But if you're downtown, come to Market Street and then go down to Everedy Square. Your kids will be hooked up a week before Halloween. 12 to 3, I'm going to be at the Trunk or Treat at the Let There Be Rock School. Bring your canned food donation, and they are going to replenish the food bank. And noon to 5 is Canines on the Creek, right on Carroll Creek and down. If you have a dog that likes to dress up, you should go enter. Benefits the FSK Lions Club. Or if you'd love to see a bunch of people in costumes, including dogs, you can go head down there and check it out. At 6 p.m. tomorrow night, movie on the big screen. It's Addams Family 2 playing at the Carroll Creek Amphitheater. It's free. Take the family out there and watch a movie on the creek. On Sunday, you can catch me with Diana Gibson at the Pink Ribbon 5K at Hood College. You can register on the morning at 7:30. Between 7:30 and 8 a.m., you can get registered for the Pink Ribbon 5K. Noon to 4, trunk or treat at the 4D Fun Center. Good Morning Frederick will be out there. I believe that's going to be Mama Cone and my niece Elena, but my niece wasn't feeling that good, so it might be Mama Cone and Randy there. And then I'm going to be at CalFest at the Frederick Fairgrounds from 2 until 6 p.m. And that they're trying to break the record for the most people in Cal onesies. So if you have a Cal onesie, put it on and head on out to CalFest at the Frederick Fairgrounds on Sunday from 2 to 6. You need to get tickets at goflyingcows.com. October 30th is Trick or Treat at the VSC, the Veterans Service Center. They're going to have games, hay rides. There's going to be a food truck. You can check that out. It's on the Goodwill building on Monocacy Boulevard. That is October 30th. And we'll talk more about Halloween, which is next week. And it seems like, oh goodness, then it's Thanksgiving and then it's Christmas. If you have an event you want included on the calendar, all you got to do is email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com or tag me. No, don't tag me. Message me on social media because I don't see all my notifications for tags, or get it to me somehow. You can find me. My email address is everywhere. You can text our text line. Anywhere you can find me, just send me the details and we'll get it on for you. All right, we're going to be right back with Ben Trawick from Second Chances Garage and then Ashley VanCleef from the Parent Resource Center.
Cosmic Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmicHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining finally beyond compare.
At Colonial Jewelers, we're celebrating 77 years in downtown Frederick. During the month of October, everything in the store will be on sale. With the area's largest selection, it's the best time for early holiday shopping or making a special purchase with interest-free financing. The Colonial Jewelers Anniversary Sale, celebrating 77 years as Frederick's premier jeweler. The Colonial Jewelers Box. There's just more in it.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Oh, yeah. I got to get my car in there. Sometimes it's so hard to stop making an appointment. With them, it's so easy. You can go online and I forget to do it. I don't know why. All right. Let's find out how you can do good by driving in your car. Doing Good is supported by Lawn Squad. Quick and easy quote. You can be on your way to having the best lawn in the neighborhood. It's not too late to get started, but of course, things slow down over the winter, but you can get your last fertilization like I did and maybe even aeration still before too much frost and freezing happens. Brian is amazing from Lawn Squad. He's brought my lawn back to life. We're going to do a big reveal in the spring. Lawnsquad.com. All right, got a chance to sit down with Ben Trawick from Second Chances Garage, talking about their road rally coming up, a great event for the entire family.
401 North Market Street. It's downtown Frederick, and this is Ben Trawick from Second Chances Garage. Welcome.
Thank you.
This is the first time you've been on my show.
It is the first time. I'm very excited.
Well, we're glad to have you here. We love Second Chances Garage and all the great stuff that organization does. You guys have a big event coming up.
We do.
The Road Rally.
That's right.
I love this event so much.
You've done it before?
I have.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, so kind of let's go back in history, because you have a long history with Second Chances Garage as your father.
Yes, my dad founded Second Chances Garage. Yep, about 15 years ago.
Yeah, and I think I remember out of his love for vehicles, fixing things up, and he needed a car.
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea is it's second chances for cars and the people that need them. Right. So there's all these used cars out there that, and the used car market is really expensive, even right now, and it was back then too, right?
Yeah.
So his idea was to recover some of these used cars, use some donated vehicles in order to give access to private personal transportation to people that otherwise wouldn't be able to access it. And it's just it's a huge barrier for success to be able to get to work,
right?
Get your kids to school, get to medical appointments, all of that stuff. So personal transportation is a big boon when you have access to it.
And you grew up basically in this organization as well, and now a board member. And I do think it's just a fantastic organization that works closely with other organizations we have here in town, like SHIP, United Way, and others as well, which is just phenomenal.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to do what we do without our community partners. All of our program car recipients are found and qualified through other nonprofits in Frederick County.
So
that
doesn't fall on Second Chance's shoulders.
That's right.
Somebody else does that vetting, but it is really phenomenal. I think I saw how many program cars you guys have done?
We hit our 400th program car this year. So we're over 400 cars placed. Yep. Yeah.
That is
really
unreal.
Exciting.
And in order to place cars, you need to get cars.
That's right.
So that's a big part of it as well, reaching out to the community.
That's right. Yes. If you have a car that you are no longer in need of, consider donating it instead of trading it in. There are usually tax incentives and things like that for donating a car.
Yeah, so which I've done. And actually the car I traded, and you can be honest with them, the car I traded needed a lot of work.
That's right.
And that was okay.
Yeah.
Because you guys have mechanics there who can fix it up.
Absolutely. There's a lot of different ways we can use cars too. So any car is worthy of donation.
Even it needs to be towed, right?
That's right. That's right. And we can come and get it. If it's stuck in your driveway and you don't know how to get it to us, we can come and get it.
Yeah.
So any car is great. But those ones that are still driving and are still in good shape, those are prime program cars.
They are. All right. Getting to the Road Rally, which makes perfect sense for this organization. This is an annual event you guys do. Tell me a little bit about how this got started, if you know, and then when it's coming up.
Well, so road rallies are for car people, which I have to admit, I'm not. My dad is very much a car person, so I grew up around it. But I'm not a car person.
Right.
But road rallies are a thing that have been around for a long time. And the basic premise of the event, if you don't know what a road rally is you're going to show up at the Keys Stadium on Saturday morning, November 1st, and you're going to get a book that has a route with turn-by-turn directions and clues.
Yeah.
And so the route is clear. You don't have to guess where you need to go. You drive this route, and the clues it's like a scavenger hunt all through the county. So you'll drive through the county, and you'll have these questions, and you're looking for the answers. So you definitely want to have you and at least one other person in the car, or you can bring a whole crew of people with you that are all looking for the answers. But it's really about that scavenger hunt and that team atmosphere. It's a great family event. Bring your kids in the car, and everybody's engaged, everybody's active. There are stops along the route where you'll get to stop and check out some cool local spots. I'm not going to spoil what those are here, but this route is going to cross a bunch of the covered bridges and do all that stuff. So, and then we all end at the same location, and we have lunch together. You get to hear some cool stories about how receiving a car changes people's lives. And then you get to go home and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And it's just it's such a fun event, and it's it's for everyone.
It is for everyone. And looking for those clues, I'm telling you, definitely need somebody in the car with you because the driver needs to focus on where they're going.
That's right.
But it is a lot of fun, so interactive. And I thought it was so cleverly done. Like, I've heard about poker runs for motorcycle clubs and things like that. This is so different.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you can get everybody involved.
That's
Kids
right.
enjoy it. The adults enjoy it. And it's a little fun competition to see who can get the most correct answers, right? I think there's prizes and everything.
Yes, absolutely. So the top prize winners for the scavenger hunt win a prize. There is also a poker run. That's like a 50-50 kind of raffle thing.
Right. So you pay a little money and you draw cards at those stops that you were talking about. That's awesome.
And you're drawing poker chips, I think, in each stop.
Right,
and
cards,
the poker chips are assigned values at the end, and whoever drew the highest value wins half of that pot. There's also a raffle at the end. We have tons of great prizes for the raffle this year. There's ways for everybody to engage.
All right. So you got to go to secondchancesgarage.org.
That's right.
Is that right?
Or if scgarage.org, if you're a fan of shorter URL, both will work. But yeah, scgarage.org. Right at the top, you'll see a button that says Road Rally.
Okay.
Click on that. The registration is there.
Yep.
You can register for a car with one rider or a car with a team, up to 4 people.
Okay.
Everybody gets a T-shirt.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a great time.
All right. So it's Saturday, November 1st. You guys kick things off at what time?
8:30 a.m.
8:30 a.m. at Keith Stadium. Go enjoy a beautiful day driving around the county with your friends or family in the car with you while you try to find the clues, but do it all for an amazing cause. And if you already have plans on November 1st, that's okay. Go to scgarage.org and donate. You can donate directly because your dollar goes, this is an all volunteer, a 99% volunteer organization.
We do have staff. Yep.
Yeah, there are a couple staff members, but your money is being well cared for by going to program cars for people right in our community, because it does only help Frederick County.
That's right. We are fully in Frederick County, and we are a 501c3 nonprofit. So all of your donations are tax deductible.
Right.
And every cent that we get goes back into the programs to make sure that we are getting cars to people that need them desperately.
That's right. And if you do know somebody, maybe through your church or other organization, who needs car repair, you guys have a garage that does discounted car repair for people who meet a certain level.
That's right. Yeah. So our reduced cost car program is the kind of the flagship program, but we also have a reduced cost car repair program.
Right.
So if you, for families that fall within the ALICE threshold or below,
right.
So that asset limited, income constrained, employed.
Yeah.
If you fall in that threshold and below, definitely reach out to the shop. If you're struggling to make ends meet and your car needs work, call Second Chances Garage. The phone number's right there on the website, which again is scgarage.org or secondchancesgarage.org.
Yeah.
Call the shop. Our staff there are amazing, and they would love to help you and find the resources that you need.
Yeah, awesome. Well, we want to thank Ben Trawick and the entire Second Chances Garage community to put this together for our greater community here in Frederick. It's a fun event that gives back to a great organization. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, how fun. That road rally, I did it a couple years ago, is a ton of fun. I highly recommend it. All right, quick break. Then we're back with Ashley VanCleef.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
Hey, if you're like me and you've always wanted to go to Alaska, well, you can join me. Antietam World Travel Service is putting everything together for June 9th through the 20th, 2026. We're going to do the land and the sea. It's going to be wonderful. You can get all the information at antietamtravel.com. Go there right now and just express your interest, and we will answer any questions that you have, but you can join me. Let's go to Alaska. Let's see all the great stuff Alaska has. June 9th through 20th, 2026.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by The Healing Storm. Shannon and her team strive to create an environment where you're seen, heard, and valued. The Healing Storm focuses on alternative, holistic healing methods to relieve your stress and pain. Massage therapy, Reiki, lymphatic massage, and a healing journey program. Check out thehealingstorm.com for all the details and to schedule an appointment today. ANS Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. ANS Construction specialize in roofing and siding. They can also replace all your windows or maybe just one. If you feel that cold draft coming through any of your windows, now is the time to do it. They can also fix up your gutters, which is important when the snow melts, because we are going to get some snow this year. And with all this rain that we're having, those bad gutters can lead to foundation issues. And they can even build you a new patio or deck. All you have to do is call ANS Construction at 301-703-2157 or send an email to info@ansconstruction.net. All right, got a chance. Oh, let me do this. Someone else who is doing good in our neighborhood. Let's find out. Doing good in the neighborhood. That's right. With the Maryland Lottery, with hot scratch-offs like big money, where a $5 ticket can net you $50,000, where the $2 Monopoly ticket has a top prize of $10,000. Go to mdlottery.com for all the details. Plus, you can download that Maryland Lottery app and scan your tickets to see if you're a winner instantly. It's like a little slot machine. You can just, sometimes all I do is I scratch off to get the prize QR code scanned to see if I'm a winner. But you got to be 18 or older to play. It's really just for fun, obviously. Please play responsibly. All right, I got a chance to sit down with Ashley VanCleef from the Parent Resource Center. Here's how that went.
6 Northeast Street, Suite 200.
Correct. It's actually Everedy Square, but we're right next to
Everedy Square. Of course, Everedy Square. That's where I parked. This is Ashley VanCleef, and this is the Parent Resource Center.
Correct.
This is... what a vision, and how it all came together, even though it probably wasn't your original intention. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you were just telling me you guys have been here 3 years in this location.
Correct.
But you've been a lifelong supporter of kids with disabilities.
I have.
And this has just culminated into this great space. So tell me a little bit, not from Frederick, but that's okay. We love you. Because you've been here for a while now.
I have 20 years.
20 years. Yeah, you're definitely Fredericktonian, so it's all good. It's all good. But you moved from Oklahoma, Texas, and settled in Maryland and said, I'm staying.
I did.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Fell in love with it here.
Yeah. What did you love when you first got to Maryland?
So I grew up in a very small town, Muskogee, Oklahoma. So I'm
Okay.
an Okie from Muskogee. We had no chain restaurants. We only got a mall as I was leaving and going to college.
Yeah.
And it was very small town feel.
I mean, that sounds lovely, actually, but I understand. I understand why when you're young, that's not great. Yeah.
It wasn't when I was young.
Yeah.
But as I've gotten older, I've certainly appreciated that.
Yeah.
So, lots of small businesses, very supportive kind of town and culture. And Frederick embodies that for me. So it makes me feel like I'm at home.
Yeah.
But I love the feel of Frederick and the people, the support, like you see in this old historic building, right? Like we value the things from other years.
Yeah, exactly. So you're the Parent Resource Center. Tell our viewers a little bit about how this came together to be what it is today.
Sure, absolutely. So my law firm was in Chabro, looking to expand, grow into a larger space, wanted to move in with my friend Stephanie Knapp, who has Advocates in Education, and share some space together.
Yeah.
And Bert Anderson came to us and said, hey, I've got this larger space that's available. Would you be interested? And we looked at this, which used to be postern, and fell in love with it.
Yeah.
You've got wood beams, you've got brick walls, and it's just
you can't help but love this. It's gorgeous. All of Everedy Square, but this space is really fantastic.
Well, and location-wise, we're right off of the highway. You can get to us. You can park here, so it offers everything but an elevator. But it offers a lot of great space-wise for us, and so we fell in love with it. And knowing that, it was a little more than what we both needed, and we were going to have two businesses in one, it was kind of, what do we do? So we created the Parent Resource Center, and that was that bigger idea that we've have companies that families come to when things have gone wrong, but they need resources. And what better way to get them the resources than to create a resource center? So it's not always about, you need an attorney or a paralegal or an advocacy group, but you just need resources.
Yeah.
So we created the Parent Resource Center to connect families with those resources and to connect those resources with families, because we know businesses are looking for the right kind of clients.
Yeah.
So I would say you shouldn't have to need an attorney, right? You shouldn't have to pay for an attorney. You shouldn't have to need one. And so if I can help families avoid that, that's win-win for everyone.
Yeah. So parents or families come to you for the legal stuff if they're having at what points are they getting in contact with you?
It can vary between, I went to a meeting and I had no idea what they were talking about and I need some help.
Yeah.
This isn't my world and I just need somebody to help me to navigate this. Or it's gone really horribly. My kid's in 11th grade and they can't read. You know, it can be a whole variety of in between there.
Yeah.
So I help families at any part of that process, or they think something's maybe wrong and they're not sure, but they don't know how to deal with the system.
Yeah, it's going to be overwhelming and intimidating.
Very much so.
And I've heard this speaking with other advocacy groups that deal with families whose child has a 504 and they're going to these meetings and there's 18 people on one side and they're on the other, and it's not having somebody on your side can be, it's so great that there are people like you that will step up and speak on behalf of those families and the children really.
Well, and having been a teacher myself, I started out in the classroom and then I worked for some state departments and then I worked for Howard County when I moved here, training teachers, and then Montgomery County as an attorney. You know, I have perspective of having sat at most of the seats around that table, so I can give them that, well, here's how schools work, right?
Yeah.
So it may be frustrating that that's not happening overnight, but it's just not how it works.
Well, for you to have that insight probably makes you a little bit more welcomed maybe at that table, or at least you can speak the language so that you're getting, because as you said, when I first came in here, you want the partnership with the school, because ultimately the school's got to follow through with the things you guys are putting in place. And sometimes going in with the heavy stick is not the way to do it in a way to get results. So,
I always said you get more with honey than you do vinegar, right? And also if you know what you're asking for and you're asking for something that the student needs. I try really hard to not ask for something that a child doesn't need. So my reputation can be, you know, this is what's appropriate for that child. And I take that very seriously. I get my own training and make sure that I have the same training the teachers have so that we're talking that same language and it is what that child needs. We have scarce resources and we have to use them wisely.
Yeah, 100%. So when a parent has any needs, so it is mostly parents who have children with some sort of disability, they can come here and be guided through I think we have good resources here in Frederick County. We have a lot of different organizations who are there to champion you, but sometimes it can be hard to navigate or find.
So we offer in our center here, not just the companies that we've partnered with to help get their information out, but we offer information sessions. We have those companies come in and provide information to the families. We do a sensory-friendly Santa, similar to what you do down at Everything Frederick. But we try to create events. We'll have a sensory-friendly trick-or-treat on the 25th. We'll have a courtyard bash that same afternoon. But we try to create events that are inclusive and create opportunities for our families, kiddos with disabilities or adults with disabilities.
Sure.
So those opportunities here create community. So those families get to know each other. They can create some friendships. They create an opportunity for us to give out that information about community resources. But it builds community.
I was just going to say, you get to meet other people who might be experiencing the same things as you, or at least have some knowledge about what you're going through, which makes it a little bit easier, I guess, to navigate as a parent, because you're always trying to fit in, figure it out.
Between parenting.
Make sure you want to make sure your kids are, on the path to success. That's what every parent wants.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you're navigating a road that's not what you expected. So
it's not, and it's hard. It's very hard, and not everything is the right path for your kid. We have an autism parent support group that meets here once a month, and we try to create those opportunities to build communities with families that can oftentimes feel very separated and ostracized, because it's difficult for them to go out to community events. It's difficult for them to access those resources because they're tired, they're busy.
They're
doing all
and it's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work. I mean, I know I have friends and I know families that it is a 24/7 job, as is all parenting. But sometimes when you're dealing with a child who is struggling or having issues, it's hard. It's hard to socialize and all of that good stuff. So it's wonderful that you guys are here. So what's the next step? If a family has a child with disabilities right now, what is your recommendation for them to do to get the schools to hear them if they notice that there's something that doesn't seem to be right?
Yeah, absolutely. So families can reach out to us if they're looking for a resource or they just don't know where to turn, and we're happy to help them. So part of our job in the Parent Resource Center is just connect families with resources. But if they feel they need something more, like they need the advocacy or they need the legal piece, then we have both of those here in the center that can help them. We're trying to expand our center and be able to offer more services for families. So we're trying to move into the hallway over next door, bring in some speech pathologists, some mental health, so it can be a real one-stop shop.
Oh, that's great.
So we're in the process of trying to find those community partners that want to move in and be a part of something bigger.
Yeah, that's amazing. We are so grateful you're part of this community, making it better, making sure people who have parents or families who have kids with disabilities feel included and feel like they have a voice and that they're getting help and advocate for them. It's so important, really is.
We think so. We think everybody should be included. We did the Sensory Friendly Keys game in a collaboration with the Keys.
That's fun.
It's been absolutely amazing to see how welcoming Frederick is.
Yeah.
And to see all the other businesses that want to partner with us and help kind of further that mission so that it is a very inclusive community.
Well, I want to make sure you keep us posted about all those things so we can make sure our viewers know about it. We'll include it on the Everything Frederick calendar so families know, and we'll make sure to talk about it on the show because it is important. I'll make sure your website's on screen so families can get to you. And all right, so kind of 20 years in Frederick, 2 decades. What are the top 3 things you love about Frederick?
So top 3 things. I love that there are so many family-owned businesses. You know, again, I grew up in a small town where that was just a big part of it. And I love that. I love the sense of community. I live in Jefferson, work here in Frederick, and Frederick County is just absolutely what feels like home to me. The other part of that is I've been able to create so many relationships by my family, my kids, through this business or just friends. And I have so many wonderful relationships.
That's awesome.
But you can walk through downtown and just feel like you're part of something. You can feel like you're a part of a community. And that welcoming spirit is just something that you don't find everywhere.
Yeah, I know people don't believe it. People who haven't left Frederick or lived somewhere else, I'm like, this is like no other place.
Absolutely.
It's really like no other place.
It's like a
so
Hallmark
appreciate
movie.
It is like a Hallmark movie. It really is. Well, we appreciate Ashley VanCleef. If you need help, resources, if you have a child with disabilities or an adult that you're caring for as well, this resource center is for you. And I'll make sure the website's on screen. Please reach out to them for even just some socialization. If you just want to get together, make sure you know what events are happening here. They'll keep you posted about all of that as well. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity.
She is amazing. Saw her last night at FRE's Ladies' Night. She's on crutches due to a knee surgery, but recovering well, thank God. We love her and really appreciate all she does for families in our community. All right, that wraps up our Friday show. I want you to get out there and have an amazing weekend. Please let me know some of the events you may have attended. I'd love to see photos as well. And I hope to see you out at one of the events that I'll be at. It is going to be a busy weekend, but that is okay. I prefer that to being bored, which is not possible in my world. Is it in yours? All right, Frederick, I love you. Thank you so much for all the support, the sharing, liking, commenting. When you come up and you tell me in person that you watch the show, I am so touched and I'm so grateful. Do not ever hesitate to let me know that. I really do want to meet each and every one of you in person if I haven't already. Have a great